This edition of Anime Match Game is brought to you by Steins Gate. The microwave is a time machine. Ocarine proved it. Self-anointed mad scientist nuked bananas into some gelatinous version of the future. Or maybe it was the past. Doesn't matter. No one thought he could do it, but he did it anyway. He sent text messages through time to people he knew, to his friends, some of them female, pretty. He should have been more careful. He should have stopped. Tampering with the time-space continuum attracts unwelcome attention. Interested? Check out the trailer from this very video. But make sure to come back, because now it's time for Anime Match Game.
Come on, Ray, give the clap. And ready to match the stars from Soul Eater, Micah Solusod. From Shangri-La, Apphia. From the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Robert Axelrod. From Dragonball Z, Bryan Massey. AnimeFEST Bruce Lewis. And from Cherami, Leigh. As we play the star-studded Anime Match Game. And now, here's the host of the Anime Match Game, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, I am Greggo. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Anime Match Game, the very first item on the menu from Greggo's game shows here at AnimeFEST 2012. How are we feeling? All right, it's Friday. We have a small crowd, but it is a mighty crowd, and I like that energy from you guys. I see the world's best pony in the audience over there. Hello, Rarity. Yes, Rarity. Yes, that's a funny way to say Fluttershy, says Bruce. All right. First and foremost.
Thank you. Twilight Sparkle. Who said that?
Fluttershy.
This is all night is delayed.
Hey, Jay!
First and foremost, let's say hello to our fabulous stars. Hello, stars! We have one returning match game panelist, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Bruce Lewis is with us again. It's been a while. OhioCon 2010 is the last time that we crossed paths on a Greggo's game show. How are things with you, sir?
They're very nice, Greggo. I'm very happy to be back on the match game.
We're very happy to have you back on the match game, sir. In the Richard Dawson seat. Everyone else, we have lots of newcomers and new victims, so let's welcome them all. Micah, welcome to Match Game, sir. Hi. And thank you so much, Micah, for stepping up to the plate, and you and Apphia. Apphia, you, ladies and gentlemen. Even though they're not technically guests of AnimeFEST, they are still wonderful friends of mine, especially since they decided to play the match game. And we have Robert Axelrod with us. Thank you, Robert, and thank you so much. Robert is a password pro, and this is the first time we got him on the match game, and we're very excited about that.
The password is sphincter.
And ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Massey.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad to be back here. Thank you.
Bryan has been to 2 anime conventions as a guest, and he's been on 2 Greggo's game shows. I like that.
I'm 2 for 2.
And let's welcome Cherami Leigh to the match game for the first time. And Cherami, I gave you something to plug from our wonderful sponsors at Funimation, the show that you are in. Tell us about it.
This is an awesome show.
I love Fairy Tail.
Well, Fairy Tail is awesome too, but we'll be working on that more. So you should buy it. You should work on it again. But this is a really cool show. It has vampires in it, and vampires don't sparkle. So immediately,
It doesn't feel like her mic's on.
But yeah, this is a really
You wanna try 7?
awesome show. The entire show is a gray area, so you will see things from both the villain's perspective and the hero's perspective, and you decide for yourself who is the villain or the hero in your eyes. And I'll just give you my bias. This one on the cover, he's the best. Just saying.
And for those of you in the audience who are fans of When They Cry and have been waiting for something else to come along that gets that same feeling, there you go, right there. So, cheeky. And you guys over here, let's welcome our contestants to the show. Let's welcome Jason and Ryan. And they can win cheeky or any number of things from our fantastic sponsors, Funimation, NIS America, Right Stuff Mazzoni Entertainment. Let's meet our contestants. Jason, why don't you please speak into the microphone there? Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, sir.
Hello, I'm actually from San Antonio. I'm in the Air Force.
Thank you again for your services. Jason was a contestant at San Japan on Chain Reaction. Didn't do do so hot, so we decided we'd give him another chance on the match game, see how well he does. And Ryan, sir.
I'm Bryan, I'm 30 years old. I sell computers for a living and I'm in college to be an elementary school teacher.
Excellent. So, two noble professions. Here on the match game, we give you two opportunities to match as many of our fabulous celebrities as you can, and the one of you who's the most successful in doing that after 2 rounds will win the game. Go on to the big money super match for a shot at over 10,000 yen in prizes. Yep, 120 bucks is nothing to sneeze at. All right. Before the game, I determined that Jason's going to go first. There are 2 questions in front of you. One's marked A, one is marked B. Which would you prefer? I'm going with B. All right. Everybody plays brand new game. Listen up. Celebrities. Here we go. And remember, if you're not familiar with the character name, just Tom, Dick, Harry. Yeah, and we'll do fine. Luna said, with all the notoriety the Sailor Scouts have gotten, we've had some imitators. They're usually pretty easy to spot, though. We had one who called herself Sailor Blank. Sailor Blank. So up in here you got Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, and so on and so forth. Then down here you got an imitator, Sailor Blank. And when you're finished, raise your hand so that you can see that you're done, so we can light up your... Okay. All right, the upper tier is done. You can lower your hands now. And everyone's getting the idea. Bruce is writing a novella. All right, everybody's done. Okay, so, all right, Jason, till then. All right, and music. Okay. Luna said, with all the notoriety the Sailor Scouts have gotten, we've had some imitators. They're usually pretty easy to spot, though. We had one who called herself Sailor Neptune. There is a Sailor Neptune. And she is not a loser. She's quite awesome. But that's okay. First round questions can be wide open. We start with you, Micah Solusod. Who is your imitator?
I just want to warn everyone, I am very good at this game because I know anime.
It's not really fair.
I chose Sailor Tom, Dick, Harry.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Micah Solusod. All right, Apphia, what do you say?
Right. Unlike Micah, I picked a planet. Sailor Gallifrey.
Very appropriate. Robert Axelrod.
Well, I went ethnic. Sailor Schlemiel.
Sailor Schlemiel. This is still the first round. Everything's pretty wide open, so even though that was a pretty rotten answer, that's okay. Bryan Massey.
I, too, went ethnic and went Sailor Schlemiel.
So, does it count that they were matching against each other?
No, it isn't. Y'all supposed to match these people. All right, Bruce Lewis, let's have your comedy gold.
Well, I'm in a thirsty mood tonight, so I picked
Sailor Stoli. Last chance for Neptune, Cherami.
Oh, well, I picked a planet, so that was something. I picked Sailor Earth.
Sailor Earth, which is an excellent imitator because there is no Sailor Earth. So, Cherami with the first truly good answer of the show.
I'd like to mention most of us are still sober.
All right, so off to a great stop. Ryan, you get A. Everybody plays. This should be a little easier, players. Easy now. Suzaku said, and it doesn't matter what the name was, Lelouch is getting lazy. I know he can use his power to make people do anything he wants, but does he really need to use it to make someone blank? Suzaku said, Lelouch is getting lazy. I know he can use his power to make people do anything he wants, but does he really need to use it to make someone blank? The lower tier is finished.
Oh my gosh, I was writing a book.
Apphia and Robert are
It got really small.
All right, everybody is set. All right. So, Ryan, Suzaku said, Lelouch is getting lazy. I know he can use his power to make people do anything he wants, but does he really need to use it to make someone...
I'm going to wager that I'm not going to get a lot of reported answers from this. So I'm going to say do his housework.
Do his housework. All right. Now that's open to interpretation from our Judge Ruby on that one. Do housework. So now she gets to be evil or benevolent. Depends on depending on how Judge Ruby is feeling.
Her judgment is harsh but fair.
Here you go. All right, Micah, we start with you. Looking for housework.
How fortuitous, because I said kick fools.
I don't think that counts. And our judges agree. Not a match. Apphia.
I said tell other people what he wants them to do.
So we have kind of an infinite circle thing going. All right. All right, Robert Axelrod.
I got serious and I said apologize.
Excellent answer. Bryan Massey, looking for housework.
I too got serious and said shut. Sorry, saying lewd.
All right, I don't think that counts as housework. One particular room of the house, maybe, but yes. Bruce Lewis. Jewish. To make someone Jewish.
There's only one way to make something Jewish, Greggo. I think we both know it.
All right, and you get to follow that, Cherami.
I do, and it won't be nearly as funny. I said make a sandwich.
Make a sandwich. Close, but I don't. Yeah, Ruby's shaking her head. No, that's not technically housework. So no for that. All right. So at the end of round one, no score. All right, soccer. Yes, anime matching tends to be like soccer quite often. So, all right. So Jason, since you went first, the first round, Ryan, you get to go first in the second round. Would you like A or B?
I'll go with B for Bakano.
B for Bakano. Now in round two, the questions are a little bit more leading towards fairly obvious responses. All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
Kyung said, forget it, I'm done. I've already become friends with an alien, a time traveler, an esper, and God. Next thing you know, Blank himself is going to walk through the club room door. Forget it, I'm done. I've already become friends with an alien, time traveler, esper, and God. Next thing you know, Blank himself is going to walk through the club room door. The lower tier is all set. Robert's done. All right, everybody is done. All right, see if you can get some matches here. Kyung said, forget it, I'm done. Already become friends with an alien, a time traveler, an esper, and God. Next thing you know, Blank himself is going to walk through the club room door.
Jesus?
That sounds like an excellent response. The audience does not agree. But as I was writing the question, that was what the first thing that came to my mind. Okay, so now I get to say this to two of the most devout people that I know. We are looking for Jesus. So are we. All right, Micah, what did you say?
I was close. I got the J part right.
Yeah?
Justin Rojas.
Oh my God, it's right. Justin Rojas. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen. We'll go down the line. Apphia. Apphia, what did you say?
Total spoilers. Come on. Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. All right, Robert Axelrod.
I said the devil.
The devil. All right. And Bryan, you said?
JR, a.k.a. Justin Rojas.
Justin Rojas. Perhaps if you were an employee of Funimation, you'd be doing very well right now.
Who is Justin Rojas?
Who is Justin Rojas indeed?
Stand up.
You can get to know him tomorrow at his panels that are at 4 p.m. and 1 p.m.
There you are.
Mr. Miyazaki.
Mr. Miyazaki, yes. All right, so last chance for Jesus, and you already showed what you
I
wrote.
picked two.
Okay.
I wrote two. I wrote Caroro.
Caroro, yeah.
And Robots.
Robots. All right. So, but Jesus was an excellent answer. Like I said, that's what was going through my head when I wrote the question. All right. So
That makes me a name dropper, by the way.
then you need one to tie and two to win, or none to tie and one to win. I can't do math. All right.
It's okay, neither can I.
Ed Elric said, look, I may be short, but this is ridiculous. I went to a restaurant with Winry the other day, and they asked her if I was going to need a blank. Ed Elric said, look, I may be short, but this is ridiculous. I went to a restaurant with Winry the other day, and they asked her if I was going to need a blank. All right, and just waiting on Bryan. Oh, sorry. That's okay. All right, everybody is done. Cut the music and turn everybody's names on. All right, you need one. Ed Elric said, look, maybe short, but this is ridiculous. I went to a restaurant with Winry the other day, and they asked her if I was going to need a
Baby chair?
with a baby chair, a booster seat, something along that line. All right, that's one of two I thought of. And perhaps they will come up with the other one that I thought of. But one booster seat and one kid's seat, and Mike is shaking his head. What did you say?
A new show.
A new show!
Truly comedy people.
Now, the next time we play this game, Micah, if you're not on there, I'm going to write a Soul Eater question and tell everyone it's free reign.
I was lucky last time.
Apphia, we need one booster seat.
I said a box of crayons.
A box of crayons. All right. Also a good response. Still no booster seat, though. Robert Axelrod, take us home. A high chair, and that is the match, and that means that Jason is our winner! There we go. All right, Bryan, what did you have?
I had an inflatable blow-up Jewish Jesus doll.
Bryan Massey, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce? Rubber nipples. Cherami? The other one that I thought of was a kid's menu. Is the other one that I thought of. All right, so congratulations, Jason. Bryan didn't work out for you. Let's give it up to Ryan. And as we're spinning him off, YouTube audience, we're going to spin these words your way. Please stay tuned. We are back with the Big Money Super Match. I'm here with Jason. Jason, here's how this works. We polled everyone from our Facebook on facebook.com/Greggo's Game Shows, and we got their best response to this. Blank Princess. Now, if you can come up with the answer they said the most often, we'll give you 500 yen. The second most popular answer worth 250, and the third worth 100. Now, our three of our celebrities may help you with this. One at a time, choose any one celebrity, and the ones who are looking your way, saying that they probably have one, are the ones that you should probably go with. Where would you like to start? Tell me who you want. No, he's just going to call on you. Cherami, Leigh, how would you feel in that response? Blank Princess.
Pretty princess.
Pretty princess, all right. All right, who else would you like? All right, Apphia.
Murder princess.
Murder Princess, all right, and one more. Pick Bruce Lewis. Bruce Lewis, how would you fill in that blank? Shamanic Princess, okay. There are some other good ones there too. You've got Shamanic Princess, you've got Murder Princess, and you've got Pretty Princess, and maybe the audience has got a couple of other ones too.
I got another one.
Well, go ahead.
Corpse Princess.
Corpse Princess, all right, there's another one. Go ahead, Robert. Ice Princess.
That was mine.
All right, so you've got a lot of responses, and maybe one or two from the audience.
Twilight.
Listen carefully.
Inflatable princess.
All right. You go with any of the ones you've heard, or if you think you got one better, what would you like?
I already did one. Yours was Murder Princess.
Murder Princess. All right, we're looking for Murder Princess. Hopefully it'll be under the 500 yen response. Let's start at the bottom though. Let's reveal the 100 yen response. Scrap Princess. All right. Michelle, Rojas and Michelle had that one. So, all right. Let's see the 250 yen response. Moon Princess. Oh, all right. So, let's see it. Is it under the 500 yen response? Princess. All right. So, I tell you what we're going to do. You didn't win anything money-wise, but what we're going to do, since you did win something, we're going to give you a chance to play for, we're going to give you a chance here to play for 1,000 yen, all right? Just to be fair on the show. Now, there's the star wheel. You're going to spin that wheel in a second. You're going to go up the stairs, you're going to grab up there, and you're going to spin that wheel, all right? Whatever celebrity it lands on, you're going to face them in one final match. If the wheel lands in the little gold star area, though, we're going to double that, and you're going to play for 2,000 yen, all right? So go up the stairs right there, and then from that side, yep, go up on the stairs right there, reach up real high, and pretend it does something. Alright, there we go. Alright, and let's see, slowing down, and you're going to play with Cherami. Alright, so come on back down here. Cherami, I've got the 1,000 yen question right here.
Okay.
And remember, if you're stumped, help may come to you quietly from people behind or beside or whatever. Audience, please, no help. And turn around, face me so you can't see what she's writing. All right, the 1,000 yen question. Blank Smurf. Blank Smurf. Blank Smurf. All right, and she is done. All right, for 1,000 yen, how do you think Cherami filled in that blank? Blank Smurf.
I'm gonna go with Papa Smurf.
For Papa, for 1,000 yen, yes, it's Papa Smurf! Congratulations, 1,000 yen. You want to sign that for him since it was 1,000 yen? And Cherami's totally going to sign the card. Because Yen won that because he wins 10,000, but for 1,000 yen, he'll be able to pick something nice out of the suitcase. Go over there and Cherami will congratulate you on a job well done with your powers of ESP. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason. He's got 1,000 yen to spend. We're going to play another round.